Hi, I'm Natsuko. I'm a regular office worker living in Tokyo. Today I'm heading to Osaka for a 3-day 2-night trip. I'll be enjoying delicious Osaka food, taking river cruises, and doing some sightseeing. So let's get going! I arrived just before noon, so first things first. Let's grab some food. Time to try Osaka's famous kushikatsu. Kushikatsu is stewed meat and vegetables, deep fried until crispy. You dip it in a sauce that's placed at the center of the table. In the past, this sauce was shared by all the customers, so a unique rule was born: no double dipping. It's said to have started in a small restaurant in Osaka's Shinsekai area. Back then, many workers gathered there, and kushikatsu became popular as a quick, cheap, and filling meal. Check this out! I can't remember if it's squid or something else, but wow, doesn't it look amazing? Kushikatsu comes in so many varieties: pork belly, chicken, onion, yam, lotus root, salmon, squid. But my guilty pleasure is a quirky one: pickled ginger. I love that. Now that I've had something to eat, it's time for some sightseeing. There's a river cruise in Dotonbori, and it's super popular, so I came here to book a spot for the evening. I just happened to see the daytime cruise passing by, and it looks so much fun. Next, let's take the Osaka Aqualiner. It's a water bus that cruises along the Okawa River, right in front of Osaka Castle. From the water, you can enjoy a completely different view of the city. It's time to board! I've been to Osaka many times before, but this is actually my very first river cruise here. I'm so excited! Let's go! Wow, the inside of the boat is spacious and really nice. Since the tickets are reserved seats, there's no need to rush and line up. And now, we are finally setting off! I'm so excited! The river water isn't exactly the cleanest, but in the middle of summer, it feels great to sit in our air-conditioned cabin for an hour while enjoying Osaka's scenery at a slow pace. On the cruise, we passed by the Nakanoshima Rose Garden, some historic bridges, and even a tunnel that was once used to load weapons made at Osaka Castle onto boats. And of course, we also got a great view of Osaka Castle itself. Next, let's take another boat. This one is the Osaka-jo Gozabune, which cruises around the moat of Osaka Castle. The design is based on a ship called Ho-O Maru that appeared in folding screens from the Toyotomi era. It even uses real gold leaf, so it shines brilliantly. In the past, Gozabune were luxurious boats reserved for feudal lords and high-ranking people, used for entertainment and evening cruises. But today, anyone can ride it and feel like a feudal lord. How amazing is that? And of course, you can see Osaka Castle from the boat. This is the only way to get such a close-up view of the castle from the water. I'm so happy! Osaka Castle was originally built in the late 16th century by Toyotomi Hideyoshi, one of Japan's most famous warlords. Today, it's one of the most iconic landmarks of Osaka, surrounded by beautiful malls and parks. Since I came all the way here, I went up to the 8th floor of the main tower. The view is just amazing. Back in the 16th century, only people of high status could have seen this view. After fully enjoying the area around Osaka Castle, it's finally time for today's last cruise, the Dotonbori cruise I reserved earlier today. The atmosphere feels a bit like Southeast Asia, and it looks really fun. Actually, it's been a long time since I came to Osaka for something other than a business trip. I was really surprised to see how much Dotonbori has become a tourist spot. A few years ago, it didn't have this kind of international or even Southeast Asian vibe. I think this change might be thanks to the Osaka prefectural government putting more effort into tourism and learning a lot from the inbound industries of other countries. There weren't even cruises like this before, so now it feels much easier to enjoy sightseeing here. After all those cruises, we were so tired, so it's time for dinner. I booked this place 4 months ago, but it was hidden in an apartment building, so hard to find. We had some amazing dishes like smoked daikon radish with cheese, a fresh vegetable salad, prosciutto with figs, sea bream and buttarga peperoncino, sautéed foie gras with warm vegetables, and a squid and scallop risotto with squid ink. Everything was absolutely delicious. After dinner, I got sleepy, so it's time to call it a night. Since I had to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day, I stayed at a capsule hotel. It's smaller than a regular hotel room, but still spacious enough, and it even had a public bath, amenities, and pajamas. All this for just 5,000 yen, about $35. I was super satisfied. On the second day, I woke up at 5 a.m. and stayed at the expo until 10 p.m. Filming for YouTube wasn't allowed, so I can't show you, but it was so much fun to see the technologies and exhibits from different countries. On the third day, I enjoyed more food around Namba. Since I arrived a little early for my lunch reservation, I visited Hozenji Temple nearby. Hozenji was founded in 1637 and is famous for its unique Mizukake Fudo statue. Visitors pour water over the statue as they pray. It's said this custom began when a worshipper who didn't have an offering poured water instead. Now, the statue is completely covered in moss, a beautiful green that shows the long history of people making wishes here. In the temple grounds, there's also a hand-operated water pump, which is quite rare to see nowadays. It reminds me how hard it must have been for people in the past just to draw water. It's almost time for my reservation, so let's go. I actually booked today's lunch 4 months ago, so I'm really looking forward to it. As always, let's start with a toast. Non-alcoholic, of course. First up is tompeyaki. Normally it comes with sauce on top, but here you dip it into the sauce instead. The sauce is kind of like ponzu, light and refreshing, really tasty. Next up is the star of the show, okonomiyaki. We ordered 2 kinds, one with beef tendon, green onion, and konnyaku, and another with shrimp, shiso, and cheese. The shrimp, shiso, and cheese one was my favorite. Such a perfect combo. I'd love to try making it at home. Okonomiyaki is amazing because it's packed with vegetables plus protein from eggs, meat, or seafood, and of course it's delicious. Most foods have something similar in other countries like fried rice and pilaf. But I wonder, do you have anything similar to okonomiyaki in your country? Let me know in the comments. After enjoying okonomiyaki, it's time for dessert. There's a famous shop nearby that serves meoto zenzai, so I decided to stop by. True to its name, meoto zenzai, which means married couple zenzai, each serving comes with 2 bowls. Isn't that adorable? As I mentioned in a previous video, I love matcha shaped ice, so here I ordered the matcha shaped ice zenzai, and I can't wait to try it. Wow, looks so yummy! I'm just really happy to see this. Since this shaped ice is from a zenzai shop, not a regular kakigori shop, the sweet red bean paste was really delicious. And the syrup was layered all the way through the ice, so it tasted good from every bite. Honestly, kakigori is basically just frozen water, so I don't usually crave it. But matcha kakigori is my absolute favorite, maybe even more than matcha ice cream. I think it's because I can taste the matcha more directly without the milk getting in the way. Though I'm pretty sure they still add condensed milk anyway. I also like shaped ice with lots of fruit, but at that point I'd probably rather eat a parfait. How about you? Do you have a favorite kind of ice cream? Tell me in the comments. After visiting Hozenji, as I promised in my last video, I came to Wanaka for some takoyaki. There's always a line at this shop, no matter when you come. Homemade takoyaki is delicious too, but the ones from the shop are on a whole different level. This time I ordered the takopon and the mentaiko cheese flavor. Both of them look so delicious. The staff's skills at making takoyaki are amazing. I could watch them forever. You can eat outside, but since I'd rather stay cool, let's go inside and enjoy them in the air conditioning.
こっちの方が暑そう。いや、両方暑いな。
Take a look at this authentic Osaka takoyaki. Doesn't it look amazing? Wanaka's takoyaki is soft and gooey both inside and out, with such a rich dash flavor. Just perfect. Earlier I liked the cheese okonomiyaki best, but for takoyaki, I think the classic negipon was my favorite. I definitely want to come back for more takoyaki someday. After finishing the takoyaki, I still had about 2 hours before my train back, so I decided to take a little walk. First stop, a nearby tableware shop. Japanese dishes are sold here at such a good price. It's amazing. I especially love small plates called mamezara. They're so cute. I always want to buy more. If I ever have a bigger family in the future, I'm sure I'd use that as an excuse to buy tons of them, saying, "These are for New Year's." Next door, there was a shop selling food samples. They all looked so real. I almost felt like I could eat them by mistake. Honestly, if you had little kids at home, or maybe grandparents who get a bit forgetful, you'd never want to keep these around. Even I might grab one for a midnight snack if I was half asleep. Of course, they also had Osaka-style takoyaki samples. So cool. And it seems this shop even offers workshops where you can make your own food samples. That could be such a fun experience for everyone to try. It's already time to go home. This trip was so much fun and really fulfilling. I honestly don't want to leave. I'd so happy if this video makes you want to visit Osaka too. And if you try takoyaki or okonomiyaki, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!